I want the top. All my people right there in the back of the spot. I need the top. If you know me, you don't know me to stop. I need the top. All my people there in the back of the spot. Let them get shot. Yeah. And you don't just wake up rich one day. This kind of life never just slip your way. I gave up taking carefree trips to the bay.
Glad to have you along here in St. Louis. The Reds and the Cardinals. Next. MLB The Show is at the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri, and lovely Busch Stadium. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and the newest member of our team, Steve Lyons, as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Yeah, well, this should be a pretty good matchup here. Both of these teams entering this series on winning streaks. So it's going to be up to these two gentlemen right here to make sure that their team's streak continues.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cincinnati Reds, as their order here this afternoon will look like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number's right there on the right side of your screen. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Gordon Beckham will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. High strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
First pitch, 3:15.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
And this is how he's just going to mess with your mind up there. You wind up taking the pitches that are in the strike zone, and then you chase after the ones that are nowhere close. You know what? That is good pitching.
Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Jason Bourgeois will get his first shot at it here. And this is grounded foul near a former World Series hero, Billy Hatcher, in that first base coaching box. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first. And after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
Joey Votto will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Just getting started here in St. Louis. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Now the starting lineup for the Cardinals looks like this. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys, as his numbers are on your screen. And defensively, you see the Reds line up like this behind him. David Lee will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Cardinals, the shortstop, David Lee.
First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing and a liner toward right center. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit.
Well, good start so far for the home guys. 1-2-3 top half, followed by a leadoff single here to start things off in the bottom.
John Jay will dig in now. And as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land foul shy of the wall. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw. And he just manages to get his hand in. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Phillips for 1. On to first, but no, not in time, as he really took a tumble at second base, letting go of that ball.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just 1 on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Michael Lee will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game. Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike.
0-1 to count.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Jay not moving. Here comes the pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on, Cardinals.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Runners on first with 1 down. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Batting fourth, third baseman, number 3.
Number 3 will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
And that's the pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. He can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting 1 out.
Mark McGuire We'll stand in now as you check out his OPS, that number translating into on base plus slugging, and his is in the stratosphere so far.
Yeah, and just for the record, the major league leader a year ago was Miguel Cabrera. He had an OPS of 1.078, so he's outpacing a guy who nearly won a second Triple Crown.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Jay leading off second. Now the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. We've played an inning. No score. Curtis Granderson will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. First pitch coming. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And this one will be out of play off to the left. And now here's a ball lifted out to center for Jay. And he's got it for the first out.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Brandon Phillips.
Brandon Phillips will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
And this one misses to Phillips. It's a ball and a strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. Now, a hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Oh, look at this. Throw gets him at first, and I'll tell you what, they don't come much better than what you saw right there.
Wow, and this very easily could have been extra bases down the line. But you see the quick reactions as he dives to his right to get it, and then he shows off that good arm by getting up to throw out his man.
Suarez will stand in now, 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. I got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up, way up there on the infield. Lee has got it, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Nick Savage will lead things off in the inning for St. Louis, and he'll be followed by Yadier Molina, who waits on deck.
Nick Savage.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. One 1-0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Here we go.
To the second baseman, Phillips. Phillips throws to first, and that's out number 1.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Yadier Molina will step in for the first time, and as you can see, not the fastest of starts for him this first week of the season. And that's in there for strike 1. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. The 0-2 to Molina. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Peter Borges will dig in now, off to a .350 start here in the month of April. Now he runs up and gets this one down. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third. And we are tied 0-0. Barnhart will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there, 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. One away here to begin the third.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there? They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
So one away here with the bases empty. And standing in, the left-handed hitting Skip Schumacher. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Oh, and he couldn't help himself there as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's back to 2-1 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. And this is going to be a foul ball. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. The next 3-2. And he gets under a fastball here as this is lifted the other way to left center. And Borges will take this one in for out number 2. Mike Leake will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Now it's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Fouled back. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Come on, Cardinals, let's go.
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Third baseman number 15, Gordon Beckham.
Gordon Beckham will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Go Cardinals! Come on, Cardinals!
And here's the first pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball one. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. The right-hander deals on 1-2, and he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Reds leave one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Walter Johnson makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, Walter Johnson.
Ball one. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And he's retired here, 1 away.
I want you to watch this play here at short. Look at how he picks this ball up. He knows he doesn't have a second to lose, so he makes a quick transition into a throwing motion, gets rid of it quickly, and throws his man out at first. That play is well done.
David Lee will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit on the ground towards first. And Votto will take this one to the bag himself for the out.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
John Jay will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. Now the first pitch. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does not. It's thrown away.
Just an airmail shot that time. The pickup's good, but this ball just sails straight over his head at first base. Good effort to try and go up and get it, but this is well out of his reach.
Michael Lee will get a shot here in the inning after all, as that 2-out error could really turn out to have some major consequences.
Yeah, anytime you give this guy an at-bat, especially with a runner on base, that he otherwise wouldn't have had, you're asking for trouble.
In there, no balls and a strike.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there at short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get a ground ball here to get himself off the hook.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
After walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
On the ground towards second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for the Cardinals. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Jason Bourgeois will start things off here for Cincinnati with Joey Votto to follow next.
Jason Bourgeois.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
And he takes strike three cold on the fastball, one gone.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike one or strike two, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike three, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. A ball hit hard to the left side. And a base hit there for the Reds, their first of the ball game.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Curtis Granderson will try it again. He flew out his first time. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole, and Granderson will be aboard with a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only one away.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Brandon Phillips will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0. Does he dare go fastball here 2-0?
I think he's got to.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Borges will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Suarez will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And this will be fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now a breaking ball hit on the ground to short, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Third baseman, number 3.
First pitch coming. Back to work now is Leake as he jumps ahead of his leadoff man here. No balls and a strike.
Come on, Cardinals, come on! Here we go.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
Ooh, he might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. No problem here, 1 away.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good, strong throw.
Mark McGuire will be the batter. Now here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And this is hit hard up the middle. And this will be out of reach for Phillips at second. It's a base hit.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Nick Savage will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
0-1.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
That's what you do against a sinker baller. If that ball's fading away, go right back up the middle with it. He just bounces this one right into center field.
Runners at the corners here with one gone in the inning. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw.
They turn him loose here on the first pitch after reaching base, and he had a pretty good jump that time. You know, sometimes pitchers are so focused on not allowing that runner on third to score that they forget about that guy on first, and he's able to take second here with ease.
Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next two pitches, so you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Good sinker that time as it's pulled on the ground to third. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Peter Borges will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
With 2 outs already, this isn't the end of the world from a defensive perspective, but now at least you bring in the possibility of an infield single, a booted grounder, or even another wild pitch bringing that run home.
And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Reds nothing. Barnhart will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Catcher, number 16.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. And now here's a ball lifted out to center for Jay. And he's got it for out number 1.
Left fielder, Skip
Skip Schumacher will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
No runs, 2 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Left field. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
The pitcher, number 44.
Mike Leake will stand in, and you have to figure that he'll likely be swinging the bat now. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. For Schumacher, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign.
All right, let's hold him.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
In the dirt that time, but a good block there by Molina to keep it close. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And as a baseball fan, it's fun to watch this guy pitch. As a hitter, when he's bringing it at 102, that part's not so fun.
Gordon Beckham will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Let's keep him right there.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
And he didn't quite get all of it as this is lifted in the air out towards left center. And Borges will make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Walter Johnson will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. Maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Hey, Justin.
First pitch to him. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Opposite field, high and deep to right. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
This is exactly how you approach facing a sinker baller. When that pitch is down at the knees, it's very difficult to elevate on. When it flattens out, It's nothing more than a flat fastball, and that's where you can do some real damage.
David Lee will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First pitch on the way. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. No outs, nobody on. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 1-1 on the way. In there, 1-2 now. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Base is empty here with nobody out. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. A payoff pitch one more time. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
John Jay will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Here's the first offering. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. The 1-0 pitch. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. Now a hard liner. Foul. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. 2-2 one more time. Swing, and he pops him up. Behind the bag at second. Suarez retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
Michael Lee will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. Barnhart looks up and reins it in for out number 2.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Number 3 will stride to the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Two and 0 now.
Now, after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
Go yard.
Hitters count 2 and 0. Fouled back. 2 out with the man at first. Swing, and a ball hit hard on the ground at first. On to the bag with it himself is Votto, and the inning is over. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. Jason Bourgeois will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Here's one hit towards the hole. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Joey Votto will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Put him away.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Not only do you not want to lose this guy, but you got more trouble right there in the on-deck circle.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Curtis Granderson will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Here comes a 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. J.J. Hoover will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 60, J.J. Hoover.
Mark McGuire will lead things off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning.
First baseman, Mark McGuire.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Get in here, Mark.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he misses 2-1. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Under it is Granderson, 1 away.
Now batting,
Nick Savage will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Waiting on it is Granderson as he takes it for the second out.
Well, I think this is a slider down in the zone, running away. And that's a very difficult pitch to drive with any authority unless you're a guy like Matt Kemp. And this becomes a harmless fly out to right field.
Yadier Molina will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. First offering on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And this is on the ground toward the hole. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Brandon Phillips will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
And the way he's kept the ball around the plate so far, he deserves a few calls at this point in the game.
So 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Called strike 2.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
And he'll take strike 3 call. Make it 3 straight punch-outs now on the mound. 1 away.
We keep talking about it. Be careful of signs of tiring, but that's 3 straight strikeouts for him. He's getting even more unhittable as this one goes along.
Suarez will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. Now the first pitch. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1.
We've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Here comes a 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, if you're just tuning into this game and you're wondering what's going on so far, well, here's the last 4 guys that have come to the plate. Here they are in order, and he set down all 4 of those guys, all via the strikeout.
Barnhart will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. you don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More ahead from St. Louis right after this. Peter Borges will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Left fielder, Peter Borges.
Here's the first offering. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Swing and a high chopper. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And this guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Walter Johnson will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Low for ball 1. One out, nobody on.
Let's go one more time, baby.
Oh, he goes right with the fastball, and this is stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box cam. You can see the 2 outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Burke Badenhop is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
The 6th spot, number 25, Burke Badenhop. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot, number 2, Zach Kozar.
David Lee will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and a fair ball rolled weakly up the line at first.
Yeah, he didn't do a whole lot with his swing right there, but at the very least, he does move that runner up 90 feet now with 2 away.
John Jay will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, and he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot 0-1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. Now a ball hit hard toward first, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cards leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Skip Schumacher will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And Molina will watch this one in for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout attack as you can get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Zach Cozart will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that's in there, base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
Gordon Beckham will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Swinging a ball chop foul down the left side. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And a long run, but he gets there, and that's good range in the outfield as there are two gone. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Jason Bourgeois will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Called strike 0-2. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. 2 out here and a runner at second. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time. Reds leave 1. They're down 2-0. Michael Lee will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Right fielder, Michael Lee.
Up and in for ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Inside. Looked like it might have been the sinker, and that'll clear the sinuses out. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count, but this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
Number 3 will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Ball 2 now.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Nobody out, runner on first. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Ready with the 2-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, back-to-back walks for him now, and he hasn't looked like he's wanted any part of these number 3 or 4 guys. He's going to have to shift gears now, though, because he's still got a dangerous number 5 guy ahead of him.
Matt McGill is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Mark McGuire will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Now the Cardinals are looking for that one key hit to maybe change their fortunes.
Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as the lefties begun to heat up down there. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Granderson is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Nick Savage will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Infield a double play depth all around. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1.
Let's keep the inning alive.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second.
It looked like a 2-strike curveball there. Behind the plate, you see him turn that glove over, go soft. Try and make himself as large as he can, but this one manages to skip away, and it'll be a wild pitch.
Let's get a couple runs. Let's get some runs here.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Yadier Molina can break this one wide open now if he can find a gap here with the bases loaded. First pitch coming. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
And that's what those stat nerds call a high leverage at-bat. I don't know what that means, but whatever you want to call it, he comes through in a big way to push a 2-run lead, now up to 4.
Peter Borges will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
That's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
Upstairs again here, it's 2-1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Look out for the double play.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators, foul. Swing, and he pops him up. Behind the bag at second. Cozart ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
A nice comeback there to get the pop-up. And now with 2-way, let's see if he can find a way out of this mess.
Matt Adams will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 32, Matt Adams.
And they start him out away with a called strike.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
We need a run.
Line down the left field line. That's slicing, just foul. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Hit something hard right here.
To to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2 and 2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Yeah, you know you don't want to give him any kind of cheapie here with 2 away. That's a nice block behind the plate.
Whoa, here comes the left pitch.
And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
David Lee will stand in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. First pitch coming. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Come on.
Down and away, ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
Here he comes on 2 and 1. And this could be trouble now. It's 3 and 1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, he knew he had to be careful pitching with the bases loaded, but he didn't have to be this careful if that forces home the run. He's going to have to regroup quickly out there, though, because they're only 1 extra base hit away from really blowing this inning wide open.
John Jay will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
You can get a hold of one.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
And I'm not generally in favor of pitching changes in the middle of an at-bat, but with the bases loaded, you got to get someone in there that can throw a strike.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Called strike at the knees, 1 and 1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Lays off 2 and 2 now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Swing and a ball line hard towards short.
And this is one of those plays that just takes too long to develop. You can see him trying to at least get the force at second base, but that's great hustle. They're not taking anything for granted out there, and he beats the throw to second, so now they don't get anybody on the play.
Michael Lee will look to keep pouring it on as he stands in with the bases loaded.
Love ya. Let's go.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Boy, he's in trouble enough already, and a wild pitch would only make things worse.
Get those runners home. Go Yards!
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Come on, guys.
And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul.
They don't take it here. That's all.
Again, a 1-2. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Good biting slider there, hit on the ground down to third. A toss to Phillips for the force out, and that'll end the inning. Another good inning for the Cardinals as the usual sea of red love what they're seeing. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Johan Santana will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Santana.
Joey Votto will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here's the 1-1 now to Votto. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. And he can't track it down as this ball falls.
Boy, and how he managed to get enough on this swing to get it into the outfield, it's beyond me. I mean, this is pure muscle right here because that ball is nowhere close to the barrel of the bat.
Curtis Granderson will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Kick him off, first base. Let's go. Yeah, there you go.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Lee will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Brandon Phillips will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time. Votto, the runner at first. The pitch. Too low, 1-0. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
2-1 pitch as that circle change swung on and missed. 2-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Yeah, way to hustle. Oh.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
All right, nice hustle. Yeah, way to hustle.
And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases.
Boy, and you can bet you've got one ticked-off dude out there on the mound right now. He thought he had strike 3 on the pitch prior to this one. Now, all of a sudden, he's got a guy out there standing on second base, and that completely changes the complexion of this whole inning.
Devin Mesoraco will be called on to pinch hit now, and he'll do it in a golden RBI spot as he's got 2 men in scoring position with only 1 gone in the inning. And here's the first pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Come on.
Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Hey, hey, hey.
1-1 pitch on the way. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Line hard into left. Borges is there. Let's see if they test it. And boy, I thought they might have had a shot at scoring him there, but they put up the stop sign with 2 away now.
Here's another instance of a ball actually hit too hard to try to score on. He doesn't have to go all that far to make the play here, so it's probably a wise decision not to test his arm.
Barnhart will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. And there's a swing and a miss, so the Reds are down to their final strike.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Break out the fire extinguishers. These guys are on fire. 7 straight wins. They've been as hot as any team in baseball, and they've really got things rolling out there now.
One final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 6-0. So long from St. Louis.
Our final lines for this afternoon. First, for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. He left 9 runners on base. For the Reds, time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely.
Good to me. This sound hard, something funky people gon' dance to. Give the record a second and a chance to. Hitting people like a scene of amazement while they slipping back.